But what we did not understand is that with all these people around him, and they are literally going and get the girls, they're setting people up, sending people to R. Kelly. And these people, in my opinion, they should be brought up on charges themselves. What's up, guys? It's James from Non-Free Project, and I wanted to, just chime in a little bit on this, because I know everybody's been talking about R. Kelly and what's been that show. It was amazing, and I don't know, I was just sitting there, my wife and I was sitting there watching it, and we were just stunned. I mean, we were looking at it just stunned, and trying to figure out how did this go on for so long and still have the support of, number one, the black community, number two, radio, number three, I mean, people, and just so much that allegedly went on, and no one really said a thing. And then when things did come down the pipe, it's like everybody was questioning really the victims and the stories and the allegations more so than R. Kelly, as opposed to looking at his past. And the thing that stuck out to me with all of this, the thing that stuck out to me was the fact that when his brother had mentioned that he, along with R. Kelly, were molested, and then out of R. Kelly's own mouth in the interview, that he said he was molested for about 4 or 5 years. What was it, between the ages of, 8 and 13 or something like that? That right there alone, it gives the building blocks to what we see manifesting in his own life and the spiritual ramifications that manifest itself physically of what he experienced, the traumatic experience that he had. Now that's being transferred on to others. And so, it's like somebody I heard was saying, it's like, you can almost understand. It's not that you're giving, Kelly a pass or anything, but you can almost feel like, wow, man, you went through a lot yourself. And so now you can see how you ended up the way that you have been alleged to be the perpetrator, and all these things. So, I'm watching the stories and listening. I'm like, wow, this is deep. But the thing that gets me, here's what I don't understand. I'm sitting there, I'm checking this thing out, I'm watching this video, with bated breath, and we were just sitting there watching it. But what we did not understand is that with all these people around him, and they are literally going and get the girls, they're setting people up, sending people to R. Kelly. And these people, in my opinion, they should be brought up on charges themselves. Because you knew what was going on. From all appearances from this documentary, you knew what was going on. You knew what was going on, but yet you allowed this to occur on your watch. And you knew the man had a sickness. You knew the man had issues. Because if you, as a tour manager, had a 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old daughter, and R. Kelly said the same thing, would you have provided? I mean, come on, would you have provided? I mean, man, I was like, wait a minute. You're supplying, you're paying into it. But it's amazing what money will do to help people maintain their lifestyle so that they don't have to come up off the block. Man, I was tripping out. We were like, now wait a minute. I know we're talking about R. Kelly, but why is it that this occurred for years and years on end, and you, being a grown man of sound mind and body, apparently didn't want to say anything and was complicit in the entire situation, or you pushed it aside for a mere check? This stuff is deep right here, man. I mean, the things that people will do in order to stay in the limelight and or to be a part of the entertainment industry. It's deep. It is really deep. People will sell their souls to be a part of that entertainment industry. And what does it gain a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? And that is what has happened. So I can imagine there's a lot of people who were a part of this who are still going through night terrors, still going through guilt situations, guilt mindsets, and not knowing and trying to wonder, like, how did I allow that to happen? Why did I put myself in that situation? Just feeling guilty because in part you set it up, in part you allowed it. Man, this thing is deep. Anyway, This is James from 9 Free Project. This is why I keep saying. And see, some folks within even the music industry that come from the church, they allow themselves to be... They allow themselves to sell some part of their soul to be a part of that entertainment industry. Ooh, I have a gift. Ooh, I want to share with the world. You know, and this and that. And don't even realize what you have to give up in order to be a part of it. All right, anyway, this is James from 9 Free Project. Remember, Jesus Christ is Lord. Don't. It's not worth it. Like they said in the movie, Miss Celia, it ain't worth it. It ain't even worth it. All right, holla.